This is an oral history of the World Trade Center and its memorial in two parts, past and present. Past, the wish. I was born on December 23rd, 1970. My brother was born on July 17, 1971. People called us twins. We were towers. I faced to the west. My brother stood behind me and off to my left. He faced to the south. Being the older and taller sibling, I was 6 feet taller than my brother. I took great pride in our job and in our status as icons. From my vantage point, I could see the East River, the Hudson River, and even Lady Liberty out on Ellis Island. When one wants to be discreet, one doesn't talk about oneself, but my brother, he had 110 floors. Each floor covered an acre. His skin was composed of 21,800 windows. I always enjoy the sunshine on my skin. My brother, he had almost 100 elevators. I really liked my elevators. They were really good at getting my people wherever they needed to go smoothly. My brother and I, we could help almost 25,000 people at a time, each of us. I loved my people, the way they warmed my offices, the noise they made. Oh, they were good people, all of them. Day after day, month after month, I watched my people come and go. I even missed them when they took the 2 and sometimes 3 days off. My brother and I, we had thousands of clocks inside of us, so we always knew what time it was. I loved being so tall, I even swayed in the wind. I came to enjoy the constant breezes on my face. At 1,368 feet tall, I could see the boats and the planes going to and from my city. Even though I never ate one, I loved being in the Big Apple. It was a Tuesday, a normal day to start off at least. After 30 years of watching people come and go, boats, ferries, and planes going to and fro, there's a pattern and a comfort to the daily bustle. The traffic was normal that day, the weather was better than average, and the planes came and went as usual, or so I thought. I saw it off to the north. A plane was headed for New York. Well, that's not unusual. But as I watched this plane, I noticed that it started to climb down from the height where the planes normally fly. And in about 10 minutes, suddenly I realized this plane was flying straight at me. At 8:46 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I watched this plane slam into me and hit me in the neck on my north side. The impact shook me to my feet. The collision and the explosion destroyed my elevators and my stairwells, trapping my people in my highest floors above 94. I had not been hurt like this before. In 1993, someone blew up my foot, but this was different. This was wrong. My spine started to itch. The jet fuel was burning. My core, my elevators were aflame, and there was little I could do about it. I resolved to stand tall and hold my head up. I could see smoke was billowing up behind me toward my brother, and there was noise. Oh, my people were scared and confused, but there were some voices among them who were calm, who were trying to lead my people down and away. And that's when I saw them. The helpers, the brave men and women in the red and the white vehicles, these helpers, they came rushing in by the dozens, and they were trying, and they were succeeding in helping my people get to safety. But I was concerned. These helpers, they had no way of knowing how badly I was hurt. I couldn't help but see the second plane. It too came out of the north, and it started to climb down like the one that hit me, and then in about 10 minutes it passed out in front of me off to the west. And then I stared in unblinking horror. At 9:03 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I watched the second plane bank and slam into my brother. It hit him in the chest. He was hit lower than I was. I saw the impact, I could feel the explosion. I saw him shake, and as the smoke started to erupt from his skin, I realized the truth. Somehow, that plane had hit him. It had hit him in his heart. Reality and chaos combined. Passenger planes striking each of the twin towers in under 20 minutes apart. Something was dreadfully wrong. My people and the helpers were frantic now, as you can imagine, but I was more worried about my brother. He was gravely wounded. As I watched him and I stared, I saw him shake, and then suddenly everything changed. 9:59 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. 56 minutes. I saw my brother's body shake. I saw his torso collapse. And then, in 9 seconds that seemed to stretch for an eternity, my brother died, and he collapsed straight down, buckling under the weight of his weary head and his destroyed spine. As I looked through the smoke to the place where my brother lay crumpled, this was the moment that I understood fear, for I knew that I was next. I didn't want to die. I tried to muster all the strength and fortitude I had left in me to give my people and the helpers more time to get away. 10:28 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 102 minutes. My neck was crushed, my spine incinerated, my beloved elevators were gone. Just like my brother, I too died, and in 11 seconds collapsed straight down, sliding to my fate and into memory. 1,355 of my people died with me. 630 died with my brother. 441 of the helpers sacrificed themselves doing what they chose to do, help others in dire need despite the terrible and obvious danger. I was the North Tower of the World Trade Center in New York City. I perished on September 11, 2001. I wish that you not remember us for just how we died. I wish that you remember us for also how we lived and how we tried to do the best that we could for as long as we could to allow our people and the helpers to survive. I wish, somehow, that we could have done more. Present. The memory stick. I was born on August 31st, 2012. I was as tall as my cousins. Since then, I have grown to be the 4th largest in the world. At 1,776 feet, I symbolize the year of independence. People called me the Freedom Tower. I have 104 floors, 3 of which are just for observation. I have steel and concrete bones and glass skin. I have 73 elevators. There's even a dedicated stairwell just for helpers. A 2-story shopping mall is at my feet. I am built to better protect my people than ever before. I have grown to withstand attacks better than even I can imagine. Though I can never replace my cousins, I stand watch over their memorial with reverence. Of all of my features, I believe my most important is my memory stick. On December 17, 2006, behind me in Battery Park City, a ceremony was held for the signing of my memory stick. My memory stick is USB 30. It stands for Universal Steel Beam. It's 30 feet long. At the ceremony, thousands of visitors adorned it with the names and thoughts and wishes of the incidents of 9/11. It was the first steel beam welded into my base. It is an integral part of me. It reminds me every moment that even though I never met my cousins or their people, that I am the guardian of their memory and stand as a promise to a better future. The name of the design of the memorial is called Reflecting Absence. The two soothing recessed pools are the largest man-made waterfalls in this country. They set in the footprints where my cousins stood. The 2,983 names are etched on 76 bronze plates on the parapets surrounding the pools. This tribute reflects all victims from all sites of the 9/11 and 1993 attacks. There are about 412 swamp white oak trees dotting the 6-acre memorial. These are hardy trees, well suited to the environment here. They create a comforting sense of scale and solitude among the plaza. Eventually, these trees will shade the entire memorial, save the pools. I will always be able to see my cousin's memorial, even from way up here. My friend, the survivor tree, is a living memory stick. He is a colliery pear tree recovered from the rubble of my cousins. He was badly damaged and burned, barely 8 feet tall. With the help and tenderness of the good people here, he's been brought back. He welcomes visitors fondly, young or old, first-time visitor or returning friend, all are greeted gladly. He's over 30 feet tall now, and he instills the belief that there is new growth in survival. He remembers daily by simply living, a memory stick with beauty and shade for all to enjoy. As I watch the sun come up over my cousin's memorial as I faced east, I cannot imagine what it was like when my cousins were here. Unfortunately, I've never met them, but somehow I wish I did. I can never forget why I came to be here. As I stand and watch the shade of my friend move throughout the day with the passing sun, I hope that we see many generations of visitors in the coming years. Family, friends, and neighbors of the survivors and of the victims visit us daily. And I feel their loss, their sadness, their grief. As they walk my halls, visit the memorial, reflect on their past, even embrace my friend, I can sense in them the change. Our presence helps them understand that there is hope, there is renewal, that there is expectation. We have become the icons that create in them a new sense of optimism for the future. I am One World Trade Center in New York City. I stand in honor and memory of those who perished with my cousins before me. I do not know what lies ahead, but I am a symbol. Each day that passes impresses upon me the perseverance of the good people of this city. They will not forget that day, and neither can I. My memory stick will not let me, nor will my friend, the survivor tree. We ask that you do the same. Pause as needed and reflect. Come visit us if you can, but always remember our history and honor those who were sacrificed and look toward a brighter tomorrow. There is a better and wiser future ahead when we remember and learn from our past.